Hey folks, in today's video I want to talk about allergies, intolerances, and specifically what's their causation in things like eczema, acne, dermatitis. What role do they play in us having these skin conditions? So loads of people, including doctors, talk about allergies, talk about intolerances. They talk about being allergic to nuts, to seeds, to animal hair, to pollen, to grass, chocolate, dairy, all of these different things that we are allergic to. But no one really talks about what an allergy is. No one really gets down into the nitty-gritties, the root cause. Why is an allergy there? What actually is going on with an allergy? Why can't doctors tell us this stuff? So somebody recently commented on a video saying that they had a dermatitis, eczema problem in their hands, and it was to do with the steering wheel in the car. So when the summer came on, the weather got warmer, there was a material that they were reacting to in the steering wheel. So I went to the doctor about it, and the doctor said it was something that they were coming in contact with. And pretty interesting one. They did their own research online and found other people that had said it was the steering wheel, and then they proved that it was by wearing cotton gloves, and the problem went away. For a while the problem went away by wearing these cotton gloves, but the dermatitis did come back, and that's what I want to get into in this video. So why can't our doctors help us with this stuff? Why can't they tell us exactly what an allergy or an intolerance is? Why can't they give us an explanation of the mechanism that's going on inside our body when we react to something like nuts or grass or pollen? Now, first of all, most doctors are very well medically trained. So what that means is they're very good at taking drugs and suiting them to a certain problem. So treating things symptomatically, they're very good at this, applying drugs to a problem to achieve a desired result. However, most doctors are not nutritionally trained on the internal mechanisms of the body. They don't know about lifestyle and nutrition and how these things can profoundly affect the internal complex mechanisms like autoimmune responses in the body. Most doctors won't even be able to give you a definition of something like eczema or dermatitis. They couldn't even really tell you what it is. So I'm not saying a doctor's a waste of space, but I'm saying it's best to judge by results, not theory. Judge by your own results, your own experimentation, and take advice from those really getting the results that you desire. So getting back to the steering wheel issue, after a period of time of wearing the gloves, the problem did return, which is the expected thing to happen because of what we know about the internal stresses in the body. These things, eczema, dermatitis, boils, acne, they come about as a combination, usually a combination of both internal and external stresses. So you've got various types of stress on the body. You've got financial stress, the mental stresses of relationship issues, and then you've got the other stresses like things that you come into contact with that you handle. So if you use chemicals or bleach, that's a stress on the body. But as we've said in the past, the number one stress on the body is digestive stress. 30% of all energy is used on digestive stress, digestive energy, digestive functions in the body. So all of those other things, they don't even come close to consuming nearly as much as digestion. So for the example in point, it's great that the steering wheel issue was identified. It's great the relationship between this material on the wheel and the hands was identified. However, for the problem to fully go away, to reverse the problem, we have to deal with that internally. We have to address both the internal stresses and the external stresses in order for the problem to go away. What I'm talking about here is a reprogramming of the body. I'm talking about reprogramming the internal functions and mechanisms of how we respond to external stresses, right? So you could get away with external stresses in small amounts and not have problems because your gut flora, your autoimmune system has been reset. You're creating health from the inside. You're creating a new set of instructions. Does that make sense? A new set of instructions in how to deal with external stresses, such that you can get away with little things like, I don't eat perfectly anymore, and I don't stay fully away from things like washing powder that may formerly have given me problems, because I've fully retrained my internal mechanisms to deal with those things more robustly. I don't have a problem with a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt here and there, because overall I fully reset that program. I hope that makes sense. So the healing program, the complete guide to healing eczema, is about creating a healthful state in the body, balancing the gut flora, balancing the candida, getting your body to a point of a healthful state, almost such that the dermatitis and eczema go away as a byproduct of all of this. And it all starts with a low-fat, whole foods, plant-based diet, creating this lifestyle of daily detox. You want to get to a point in life where you're not worried about breaking out anymore, because you're so far beyond all of that stuff. Your body is so healthful that you can deal with the odd little overt stresses here and there. That's the peace, that's the abundance of lifestyle, it's the abundance of health that we're going for.